Johan Lewin first. Johan, are you with us?
Thank you very much for this opportunity, Stefan. It's been long, like you said, and I'd just like to take the opportunity to say thank you very much to WWEA and yourself for me to be able to share with you some of the experiences we have here in South Africa with me. I have my colleague and friend, former principal, community leader, and the chairperson, chairman of our company that I'm part of called the Requa Enterprises. I'd also like to take advantage of this opportunity to just introduce all the local people that is with us today. Mr. Walter Nkumalo, he's an electrical engineer, sustainable development activist, and he's an energy guru expert from the north of KwaZulu-Natal. And with him, he has the Honorable Inkosi and his team. And then from the Namaqualand district municipality, Springbok, we have in the Northern Cape, we have Mr. Joseph Kluter, the Human Settlements Manager, and Mr. Sean Abrams, the Local Economic Development Manager. We also have Mr. Willem Damara from the Kai Garib municipality, and he's a leader of the Rimpasma community. I don't know whether he's with us. Also Mr. Bernard Smith, who registered from the Karkams community in the Northern Cape. Mr. Sal Page from the Kalahari Komani San community is unfortunately not going to make it. He has a doctor's appointment. As I said, thank you very much for the privilege and opportunity to speak on behalf of the communities who would like to see the dream becoming a reality. 100% community-owned green and renewable energy projects has not really been given its rightful place in South Africa. I want to thank you for keeping in touch with me over the years. I was forever looking sorry about this. I was forever looking for people to work with, farmers, communities, on 100% renewable energy projects, as you said. Whenever I came across people, they would say, "Are you crazy? 100% community green and renewable energies? Are you serious? Who's going to manage it? Who's going to fund it?" This is the kind of reactions from various developers, investors, and individuals locally and from overseas. I had a privilege to meet with legends, icons, pioneers like the late Mr. Hermann Scheer from Germany, who moved me with his passion for green and renewable energy. His hard work, great efforts, and commitments is really applaudable, even though he's no longer with us. He will always be remembered. May his soul rest in peace. Then Volker Thompson, the German-Canadian, a true legend and leader within the green and the renewable energy industry. He's always a fighter for a better life and a 100% green and renewable energy world.
I'm just a bit worried that we may run out of time.
We're having a problem here with the. Okay, the reality in Africa is that I just wanted to also say with you that one of my inspirations is William Kamkwamba from Malawi, the boy who harnessed the wind. He's a real inspiration to me, and I was so very fascinated to read his book. And today he's a strong leader within the renewable energy industry. I was very discouraged by South Africa, our South African government some years ago. I never thought so much will happen within the green and renewable energy sector as now, as they were not very pro-green and renewable energy. I can now proudly say a number of significant wind farms has been approved and built in our area in the West Coast in South Africa, and another has just been recently been given the green light. This dream to set up 100 community-owned green and renewable energy projects came alive when I received a message from Stefan Gzanga informing me that the WWEA has embarked on an initiative to do such projects with different communities across Africa and in South Africa, and that South Africa is amongst the African countries. When he informed me that a project is already happening in Mali, I was so overwhelmed and overjoyed, as I had this dream for such a long time to see such a project realizing here in my own country. Oh my word, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was forever engaging with communities who own land, farmers, municipalities, as well as developers, investors, with the intent to bring them together and do some projects within the green energy sector. To some extent, I was successful, but things never really came to happen. Seen many potential possibilities not happening, either because of lack of interest from government challenges with stakeholders and role players. Just before the lockdown, I met and discussed possibilities via phone, email, and social media platforms with a number of interested landowners. And I just wanted to say that from the district, Namakoland, Mr. Joseph and myself, we had lots of discussions when he was still the municipal manager in Kammersberg. I planned a number of trips, as it's always a real challenge to get information from interested parties. They want to basically just meet up with you face to face instead of sending you the relevant information you need. I really understand why most of the communities and landowners prefer not to share the information. Even though you can get it from other means, it would be disrespectful to just Google for the information. I really strongly believe that with community groups who show interest in getting involved in 100% community green and renewable energy projects, we have the potential with WWEA and potential partners, investors being brought aboard. The various communities I had positive discussions with is the Rimpasmark community in the Northern Cape. Met with one of the community leaders in Kaimus, about 50 kilometers from Rimpasmark, Mr. Willem Damara. Unfortunately, we were not able to visit the site. Mr. Damara introduced me to the Rimpas Community Trust, board trust. They extended an official invite to me and a colleague, Mr. Cliffy Pracham of the company Reco Enterprises, to come and do a presentation to them after the 24th of June. I have given you some website of the Rimpasmark community there. Then there's also the tribal authorities from the KZN and Eastern Cape, like Mr. Walter, that I've explained to you. He will do his own presentation. We can definitely say that the journey ahead, we can definitely say it's no longer a dream, but the hard work will start now. Looking forward to see good things realizing out of this fantastic and very important historical webinar. I also had a discussion with the community of Karkams, who has land available to do solar projects. I don't see the slide, Stefan, of that.
Yeah, Sean, can you
Of that
move?
presentation.
Okay, let's.
I had some information that I wanted to share with you about the Karkams community.
Yeah.
I don't see it
That's the
on
last
here,
slide.
but anyway, they have a communal land and also a private land to do a project on. The Karkams community really are ready. Their community has got problems with droughts. Most of the people in their community have to go to other towns and cities to get work. There is very little economic activities happening in that community of Karkams. So they, on that land that they have identified, they have a good grid connection, and they also have problems with the people there who are unemployed, the young people. So there is a potential to do a good project with the Karkams community. I don't see the other information, unfortunately. Yeah, but it was sent. So I just wanted to, I'm sorry about this, Stefan, but I just want to once again thank you for this opportunity. I'm humbled and grateful towards everyone that made this available.
Okay, if I may just ask you, I understand some of the slides were not there that you wanted to show. Just very briefly, so we talk about 3 communities that are interested in investing or jointly investing and having solar wind installations.
Yes, yes, please. There's this the community in Karkams in the Northern Cape, whom I was talking about now. They have about 120 hectares of land available. They have grid connection of about 132 kV transmission system. It runs through a 11 kV substation. The other, yeah, they have about 80 hectares or 80 to 100 hectares land available for projects. The socio-economic situation in Karkams is not very good, and this possibility to do 2 solar projects on the farm or more small solar farms would really make a big difference in the life of these communities. This community still needs some assistance in terms of developing the whole process. They actually provided this kind of information. Is like the land, the grid connection is there, and the coordinates they have sent it to me. It was supposed to be on this thing, and then yes, the other community I was mentioning to you is in the Kalahari, the Komani San people. They have a lot of land available. So the ESCOM and the World Bank has approached them to put up a solar farm that will provide electricity to the entire Kalahari. But this people is in Askam. It is close to the Kalahari. Frontier National Park. It is where you have the triangle where the Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa meet each other. So they have two lines, one coming from Namibia side, and the other one comes from South Africa side, and combined, I think it's about, the guy told me it's about up to 66 kV. Then the plan they had with the World Bank and Tel Eskom was to put up a solar park, and they were not going to benefit from this electricity. They were not going to be given any monetary benefits, but they promised them to put up either a school or a clinic. So what happened? I have been visiting the Kalahari, as I told you before, many a times, and I met up with these guys. And one of the guys was he was the former project manager. He did tell me that he was very much involved in this entire process. So his name is Sal Pates. Unfortunately, he can't make it, and he was asking that I'm sharing this information with you. They had a discussion. He had a discussion with the CPA, is a communal property authority, which are an entity that is working on behalf of the Komani San Bushman community in the Kalahari. So what happened? When I told them about this 100% community-owned projects, they told me they're very keen, and they see it as an option, because everything has stopped with Eskom at the States, that they will be very keen. Because what happened, the community will then benefit more if we do it this way, instead of the way with the World Bank and with Eskom, because then the community is going to benefit much more, because they will own this project and they will provide electricity to the entire Kalahari instead of Eskom.
Excellent. Well, Johan, I think that was very good, and I'm sure this information that you now gave about like the land that is available, so it's owned by the community, and the power lines that are available, maybe we can make that also available after the webinar.